Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in France and we're heading to the alabaster coast of Normandy to explore a town that's been burned to the ground, bombed from the sea and invaded by titans. Yet it is still one of the most atmospheric ports in Europe. Grab your coats because we're diving into the salt-stained, flint-armoured soul of Dieppe. This is everything we think you need to know to experience Dieppe like an insider. Most will assume that there is nothing to do in Dieppe or that it's dull and boring, mostly used to ferry people from the UK before they set off to the more well-known cities. But you couldn't be more wrong. Dieppe is a thriving place, offering a great balance between nature, views, history, architecture, and atmosphere. This is France's oldest seaside resort. It is in fact the nearest beach resort to Paris and is lively all year round. In the 19th century, thanks to the enthusiasm of the Duchess of Berry, Dieppe became an extremely popular seaside resort. Accompanied by her courtiers, the Duchess started the trend for bathing in the sea, ushering in a new century of holidays at the seaside. First on your agenda has to be visiting Château de Dieppe. We think this is a must. This is a fortification that dates from the 15th century, a hilltop castle that watches over the town and beach. It features some pretty impressive fairy tale turrets and medieval fortifications. Dieppe's story is told through paintings, sculptures and objects, including the country's largest collection of carved ivory. There is also an eclectic collection of artwork that adorns the walls of Dieppe Castle. And even if you don't choose to visit the castle itself, we recommend that you climb to the path behind it. The views are some of the best in the town. The fort itself, the town, the beach and the sea. In addition, you can also see the remains of bunkers from the Second World War, and it's easily reached by the city centre. The Porte de la Tourelles is an ancient city gate in the form of an arched passageway, built of sandstone and granite in the 15th century. Its building consists of two round towers with conical roofs and is the only one of Dieppe's 7 gates that has still survived to this day. This grand gate is evidence that Dieppe was once surrounded by a fortified wall. You should head into the historic quarter and explore the churches that tower across the town. The St. Jacques Church in Dieppe is certainly not in the best of shape, but it still captivates despite all those who are looking for a sumptuous religious monument, adorned on the outside with statues, gargoyles and many other architectural elements. It is truly, when you enter its centre, a magnificent organ welcomes you, and as you wander through the aisles, you pass from chapel to chapel, each one of them adorned with statues and sublime works. Dating back to the 12th century though, its construction wasn't actually completed up until the 16th century. It lies in the heart of Dieppe and features a combination of Renaissance and flamboyant Gothic architecture. The Impressionist artist Camille Pissarro, who was inspired by the church, would capture it in 1901 in his work. Often it's churches like this here at Saint-Rémy, which is less renowned, that have stood the test of time, even with their flaws and lack of funding. This authenticity of the buildings really shines throughout. It was Thomas Bouchard, Deputy Mayor and Treasurer of the parish, who laid the first stone in 1522. The Gothic centre, surrounded by the radiating chapels, was completed in 1545, but the influence of the first French Renaissance was already visible in its decor. Look out for the stained glass windows, which are just magnificent. One of the high points to visiting these sites is that they are often free of charge, so it is a budget-friendly way to experience the backstory of the town's history. Dieppe's local market takes place every Saturday morning on the Grand Rue and is one of the best and most famous in Normandy. It features an array of vendors selling everything from seafood, of course, to fresh fruits and vegetables, clothing, spices, home decor and local specialties such as cheese and cider. It also makes for a great spot to grab a bite for lunch and people watch. If you would like to know more about the coastline and Normandy's biodiversity, the Estran Cité de la Mer Sea Museum will take you on a journey through various themes such as sea fishing, shipbuilding, navigation and marine life. It is also worth noting that much of the museum signage is actually in French, but the helpful and friendly staff will give you English or another guide in a different language in a printout format. They have particularly interesting exhibits on the ocean pollution, highlighting the importance of keeping the seas clean. Dieppe's coastal location unquestionably shaped its evolution, from a small 11th century settlement to a medieval centre of trade, cartography and crafts. But by the 16th century, Dieppe was one of France's most important fishing ports and long-waved renowned navigators off to the New World. Rebuilt following the Anglo-Dutch bombardment of 1694 and was later the scene of the Allies' disastrous 1942 Dieppe Raid. So in short, Dieppe is one easy to explore parcel of history that feels authentically French without being a tourist trap. We recommend, instead of driving past once off the ferry, stop by, spend the day or spend the evening in this vibrant seaside town and let it change your mind. So that's it for this week, and we really hope that you've enjoyed this short guide on Dieppe. If you have, please be sure to hit that like button, hype it, and why not subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love to say a big thank you to our members and Patreons who are supporting our journey. And if you are at all interested, then why not have a look down below in ways to support us further. So we'll see you on the next one. Till next time.